guys, it's Alice and welcome back to this week's video. Let's just get right into this one, shall we? So I saw something on Instagram that I thought would be fun to give you guys my opinion on. So today I'll be giving you the pros and cons of each stables and SSO and if I would or wouldn't have mine set there. Before we start, let me know in the comments which stables you guys live in, and without further ado, let's get right into it. First up, Moorland Stables. This set of stables is perfect for beginners because it's a secure area with lots of quests in the beginning. It has the normal necessities, the trailer, a well, a food store, and a mailbox. Everything you need right when you step outside. It does also have within its reach a few stores, which some are very underrated, but most of them are kind of just cheap and ugly enough for the beginners to buy. So after a time, they kind of become somewhat invisible. Another great thing about the stables is that just around the corner there are 6 races to get you going for the day. This includes 2 paddocks for getting your horse ready for the day ahead. There's always a daily quest or 2 around for you to get started with some extra spending money. One of the downsides is that it's always packed with beginners. Good luck meeting new friends that are actually interested. Overall, it's a great place to have your stables. These have been Alice's stables since day 1. Moorland gets a yes from me. Next up is Fort PINTA. Personally, I never thought about living here even though this used to be my favorite place in SSO. These stables are usually remotely empty except for the fewer new people learning the area. Once again, it's got all of the necessities, a well, a food store, a mailbox, and a trailer right where you can reach it. There are a few stores around the corner which have a nice variety, along with a pet store, I want that one, and a hair salon. Technically, this isn't part of the stables, but some fun things to do around the area are dancing at the disco party on the weekends or spending time at the beach. Just imagine leaving your stables and having easy access to either of those things. And of course, there's a handy race just a few feet away. Overall, the Fort PINTA stables, though they're quite empty and don't have mini quests or even daily quests, this place is perfect for you if you just want to enjoy the game in a relaxing way. I give this place a yes. Next are the stables in Silverglade Village, aka Steve's Farm. This is a really great place to have your stables, probably the best in my opinion. For starters, it's in the very middle of the map, so any call for pickup opportunities is extra handy when doing any quests. It has all of the necessities, including not 1 but 2 wells and a horse haircut station, which I feel should be in every stable area, but are only in a select few. This set of stables is also great because of how many role-playing opportunities there are. Many paddocks for both role-playing and warming up, which is a nice addition. But guess what? It gets better! There's a dressage paddock as well, which I think usually gets ignored, but still is a nice thing to have access to. And it wouldn't be a perfect stable unless there was a race right at the doorstep to get your day started easily. The downsides are that any stores are up the road, which isn't too bad, and depending on which server you're on, Steve's Farm is crazy busy. Thankfully, I'm on a pretty empty server because my computer used to glitch in this area due to how crowded this place was. Overall, it's perfect for anyone to be living here. I give it a yes. Next up are the stables in Silverglade Manor. These stables I feel go unnoticed a lot. I should forget they're there. These stables are nice because they're still in that area, and since this specific place usually has lots of quests, it's perfect for fast pickup. Of course, there's the necessities, the food store, well, trailer, and it still has a mailbox nearby, but it is annoying how you have to run outside the premises to get to it. There's a few stores in the area, including one that you can literally get to through the wall, which is kind of cool. There's a few races a few steps down the road, and some fun things to do right outside, like visiting the library or the local coffee shop on the roof. One of the downsides, I'd say, is getting out of the area. I feel like I'm always tripping over a pipe or running into a ditch. Overall, it's not a bad place to be located. It's still in the main area, friendly, not too crowded or empty, a few daily quests within the premises. It's not bad. It gets a yes from me. Next up is STARSHINE Ranch. This place I always forget actually has stables. I always think of this place as a role-playing area and nothing more, but that's something that these stables are known for. First of all, the Western style is perfect for those who really dedicate their style to it. It has all of the necessities except a mailbox, which I've failed to find. I think it's a pity if you're at your stables and you want to mail a friend, but you'll have to ride all the way to FIRGROVE for it. Like most stables, there is a local store you can blow your money on, and 4 races you can choose from to get your horse's level sky high. There are a few fun things to do in the area, a dance floor which is usually always empty and the music is incredibly annoying, and what the area is known for, of course, role-playing opportunities literally behind the stables. You could wake up, jump on SSO, and get right into role-playing, or you could use the paddock as well. Being in these stables comes with the daily chores of finding lost animals to rack up money and collect horse XP, and there's always flowers to collect in the area as well. Overall, this is a really nice place to have your stables. Personally, I wouldn't live here just because it's not my style, and I also don't have much care for role-playing unless it's for a video. I like this place, but I'm gonna have to give it a no. Next up are the FIRGROVE Village stables. These stables aren't bad. They have everything you need: a well, a trailer, a mailbox, food stand, and plus a horse haircut station. It has a collection of stores next to it, which honestly don't have that bad of a selection. I've definitely gotten plenty of stuff from here. Quite nicely, there is a coffee shop just a few feet away, so you could wake up, walk down, and get breakfast before you get going. And there's a local hair salon as well, but I would not recommend it. But other than that, there really isn't much to convince you that these stables are the best. It's more empty than the views on this video, and the closest race is way too far away to even have any motivation to get to. And daily quests to get you going? Yeah, don't even think about it. It's just as far as the races, if not even more so. These stables are pretty far from any ongoing quests, and making friends? Yeah, forget about it. You won't find any here, that's for sure. There are some select few nice things, like how it has all the things you generally need to live here and a coffee shop that you can walk to, but other than that, it's far too empty and isolated to even enjoy being here. This place gets a no from me. Next is VALENDALE Village stables. These stables aren't as bad as I used to think, but I will say they are still pretty terrible. First, thankfully you do have everything you need: a well, a mailbox, food store, trailer, and a bonus, a horse haircut station across the bridge. There are a few shops that I think are very underrated, and always daily quests at Farah's workshop. I think it's really nice if you live here, and you could automatically start your day with a quest from her, so you don't have to go back and forth. There's also a coffee shop, and the Soul Riders missions that are just up the mountain, so you'll always have something to do in this area, which is a very big plus. Unfortunately, the nearest races are a little far, and there really isn't much more than that. Overall, this place is way too in the woods to want to live here. I'd hate to have to ride through the hollow woods every single day just to get to anything. I'm gonna have to give this place a no. Sorry. Next up is Goldenleaf Stables. First of all, I would love to get on every day and be able to look at this beautiful area. It has all of the necessities: a trailer, a well, a food store, mailbox, and it also has an inn if you need to get to those I need to do it now quests. These stables also come with 2 paddocks to either warm up your horse or maybe get him ready for a championship. There's quite a few races literally at the doorstep, which are perfect for getting your horse ready for a motivational day. Rides along the beach or in the more woodsy area are right there if you need them, which I think is a super nice addition. The downside is that this place is literally on the edge of the map, so getting to any quests at all, you'll need to go a bit far. Even a simple championship station is really far from here. Any shops, coffee shop, or hair salon is down the bridge, which I feel could turn very annoying very fast. Overall, I really enjoy this place. Though it's way too far from everything, I think its beauty and simplicity makes up for it. I definitely live here, especially during the fall time. JORVIK Stables is up next. I honestly almost moved Alice to these stables because I really saw myself living here. I mean, it's a perfect place to live. First of all, it's a really lovely and bougie place, and I feel like it could fit Alice very nicely. It has all of the necessities, including a horse haircut station, which is always a plus, and there's 4 paddocks in total. One right next to the stable's entrance, and 2 more out front, which is more for role-playing, or maybe keeping your horse there while you do some chores. And then there's the classic dressage paddock, which I personally don't need, but I think it can be very useful for other people. There's only 1 store, which is a bit of a bummer, but seeing that there's a whole city just beyond the premises, I wouldn't complain. There's always daily chores to be done here at the JORVIK Stables, and I think it's a really nice way to start off my day, especially in the area like this. And of course, a few races to get your horse up a level or 2. These stables are in the perfect area in my opinion, as there are so many quests in this area and other daily chores and races all over. And what better place to have an easy access to call for pickup like this? The only downside is that the trailer is at Sunfield Farm instead of JORVIK Stables, but I don't complain about a short walk. Overall, I absolutely adore this area and I would definitely live here. Next is the new HILCREST Stables. First of all, this place does not pass the vibe check, alright? I'm just sensing so much creepiness and loneliness from this place. It's always empty, so forget finding friends or anyone here within the whole area of Epona. There's only 3 of the necessities here at the stables: a well, food store, and trailer. You do have a paddock just behind the stables to warm up your horse, but it honestly looks like it's about to fall apart. There's also a race just ahead, but it is the worst one out of all of the races in SSO. Where there should be a store, there's not, it's closed, and the closest anything is up a very annoying hill. There's a lot of stores in the area, including a coffee shop, another food store, and the actual mailbox. There are the daily quests of mining that takes way too much effort to try and do every day. There really aren't many other quests here except for a few ones when you first get to the area. It's also on a place on the map where you have to run very far to get to anything popular. Overall, this place is the worst for me. These stables just annoy me too much to like them even a little bit. Definitely no. Next up, the most amazing place in SSO, South Hoof Peninsula. I'm not gonna lie, I tend to forget that there's an actual set of stables here. I know, why doesn't Alice live here? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I think it's just that, like I said, I forget that there's stables here. These stables aren't exactly in the best place on the map. You have to either take the ferry every day or blow your money on a trailer just to get somewhere with more quests. The best description for these stables is that it's all spread out. Even the necessities are spread out. There's 2 wells, one right next to the stables and another on the way out of the farm. The food stand is mixed with the other stores, which I feel like they could be better organized. And the trailer is also closer to the entrance of the farm, and the mailbox is annoyingly all the way by the ferry dock. These stables are prime for role-playing, both in the farms with the other animals, maybe in the gardens, or in the rescue ranch, or in the fields. There is a paddock just a few feet away, which can be used for both warming up your horses or the races that come with it. Other than that, the only real thing to do here is run in the fields, and obviously I don't mind that at all. Overall, these stables are logically really bad, but I love this area so much that I don't have a single doubt about living here. This place gets 100% yes from me. The DUNDULL stables. Now, I once saw myself living here since Rowan used to really be into this area style. I love the Viking theme of this place and could once very much see myself having stables here every day. However, it doesn't really have the best outlook at all when I really looked at it. First of all, it only has 3 of the necessities, a well, a trailer, and a mailbox, which isn't even near the stables, but deep in the city instead. There's a cute paddock attached to the stables, which is perfect for warming up or leaving them here whenever you walk around the city. This area is really great for role-playing and has a bunch of quests in the beginning, but that's about it. Yes, it has a coffee shop and a hair salon and some stores as well, but it's not even close to the stables. The closest daily chore you could do is all the way down by the docks, and it's a very annoying quest, might I add. And the closest race? Yeah, it's way too far. Not to mention, the area is in the corner of the map, and it's not a very enjoyable hike. Overall, I thought I could see myself living here at a time, and it is nice if you're really into just staying in this area, but I'm definitely not. It gets a no from me. Up next, Redwood Point Stables. As much as I adore the exploration to be done here and the amazing views and music, I don't think I could do this every single day. First, yes, it has all of the necessities, a well, a food stand, a mailbox, and trailer, which 2 of them are up on a hill instead of right where you could get them. There's also a few stores up the hill which are really nice to look through. These stables are really great for role-playing or exploring, but that's about it. They have a very nice large paddock with beautiful views. I would adore a morning stroll in it. And there's some handy races to get your horse ready for an adventure. Overall, it's a really nice place, but seeing how far away it is from literally anything, there's barely any quests, and just like DUNDULL, it's really only nice if you plan on staying in the area. Unfortunately, I give it a no. Lastly and finally, geez, there's a lot more stables than I thought. TAILTOP stables. I don't really need to say much on this one. Yes, it has all the necessities. It has a trailer, a mailbox, a well right out front of the stables, and a food store, but it's a bit further down the road. It's incredibly empty here, and the closest anything is a bit of a walk. There's plenty of stores, which I admit they have so many cute things, but they aren't close to the stables. There isn't really anything to do except for 2 races, which they're both really far and in opposite directions. And the area is literally the furthest thing from anything to do. Hard pass, definite no. And that's gonna wrap up this video. Honestly, making this video has really made me want to move my stables, and I hope it's given you some moving ideas too. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. For this week's shoutout, it goes to CraftDaloo5. If you'd like a shout out in any of my videos or my Instagram story, all you have to do is post about my Instagram or channel on your story and tag me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next week.